it?
Well, not being he's happy, put it that way, he's happy, I'm telling you now.
It is, it's on 60.
I was on Island 13, not there. Here we go, see where we are.
Come on, we're going to fly it. Candy sellers.
Yeah, bloody feet.
Big 9.
Big 9 on Island, that's not bad, is it?
No, you're alright there.
That is nice. Oh, yeah. What's that, Adam?
Big 9 on Island, I think, is it?
What is it?
Is it 9?
That is nice.
Yeah, big 9.
Is it?
Well,
Right, good morning fish people, I'm Alan Nosh from FishOn TV. It is Sunday the 13th of February and as you've probably guessed I am at Hayfield Lakes for another crack at the Carpa Qualifier. So there'll be one that qualifies from the island and one qualifies from Adams. There are a few people that's already qualified, so even if you get beat and you're the next ice rate, there's a chance that you can still qualify and go through. I've just drawn peg 9 on Island. What a shock. It's going to rain today, wind in my face. I want to be on the other side. It's just driving me mad, this wind in my face. Every single time I come fishing, blowing a hoolie in my face, and today it's going to rain, and so I won't be able to put the brolly up. It is smacking my face. Peg 9. Just off the fish. Steve Clegg apparently fished it yesterday. Can be okay, but they don't move a great deal. I think peg 12, 13 are the pegs. You can chuck in, it'll go around. You can be on peg 8, 9 and just have a few bites. I think David Wood was opposite. It was the same with him, a couple of pegs down. Guy rod was getting pulled in. He had about 7 or 8 fish. So, don't know. Sounds like I'm just off the fish. But who was it that was on peg 10? I read somebody that was on peg 10 a little bit further down, won the match from there. So they're just in that area, but it tends to be sort of, I think 10, 11, 12, 13's the ones, but you never know, do you? We shall see. I'll get down to my peg. Best get wrapped up. Be a dead simple setup. I don't think I'll be able to use the waggler with this wind. It's looking strong, so it's just going to be bomber method. Not going to bother with the pole. The fish are just that little bit further out, so dead simple match. Let's get down there. Let's hope we get a few pulls, folks. Over and out. Right here, peg 9. The wind isn't in my face like I thought it was. It's like in my face and across, so we'll see if it holds, but it's blowing an hoolie, it's drizzling, a miserable day. I've got it pegged down. Let's just hope it holds, eh? Right, peg 9. We can see how they've put all the anglers together. Let me show you. As you can see, all the anglers, they put them together like this, and the same opposite there, because this is where the fish are at the minute. I think we're just off them. I know the match won from peg 10 in the midweek, so I think, oh, it was Rich Bloomfield, so well done, Rich. And I do know, I mean, he said that he was catching on maggot feeder. Maybe he was. I mean, I've not tried the maggot feeder yet, but today I'm gonna give it a go. I've got some maggots. Left all my gear in van, just nothing apart from my rods, my landing net and my bait. So peg 9, what am I thinking? There's a rope across the middle now because people have been chucking a bit too far, so I'll probably have the method or the Duro Banjo feed. I'll show you the Duro Banjo feeder now. Pretty much like an hybrid feeder out there. So there's that one. Oh, I've got the wrong one out there. That's elastic. That's the size I'll start off with, I think. I'll go get another one of those bigger ones. I didn't realise that it got elastic in it. So that's the new Duro Banjo hybrid feeder, basically. I'll try that out there. And just ping 1 or 2 pellets at sort of between 13 and 16 metres. I just know, well, actually it'll be a bit further from me because I am, as you can see, set back quite a lot. I think this is where the blocker was for Harry Bignell, somewhere around here, and Harry's like metres in front of him, so it was like an end peg. I have got the end peg, but there's been no fish in this area whatsoever. It's been blanks. I've drawn it over there along with 3 others. We never had a bite. So again, I think I'm just off the fish. I think they're a bit more that way. Let's see what we can do. So it's banjo feeder out there, or hybrid feeder, whatever you want to call it. Method, let's just call it a method. And I'll have bomb and corn. I'll probably try the maggot feeder. We'll just have a look. We'll have a look around. I'm not sure. I might even go out and try a maggot feeder before I put any pellets in. It's that time of year, don't want a lot of feed. Maggot feeder might be just right. We say 3 maggots on or something. We'll give it a go. Dead simple tactics. Horrible day, horrible weather. The footage I'm going to get, the camera's going to be here, so it'll be just this bit. Best I can do. If it stops, I can attach it to this leg here, and we can have it looking like that. So there I am. It's a mighty man I am. Right. Dead simple tactics. I'm in bay. Let's have a look. I ain't even opened it up yet. We've got 5 or 10 minutes to go, so we've got plenty of time. All covered up. Paul Wright's down to my right. I can't remember who else is there. So there you go. Micros with some... Oh, let me have a look. Micros with some boiler crush ground bait mixed in. Absolutely fabulous smell. They're only wafters. We'll take those out now. There we go. Bit of squidgery-doo. 8mm pellets, corn, maggots. There we go. And that's pretty much it. And a couple of different feeder changes there. Catapult. Oh, I've got to get my timer out. And hopefully my clicker. Oh, and I need to put my nets in. Best get that out. Right. We'll see you as we get fishing, and let's hope we get 1 or 2 fish. Right then, folks, what's evident is we're 20 minutes in, and the 3rd peg down on the opposite side and the one to his right are catching, and I've been right from there from the first cast. I can't see behind me, but I've just had a quick word, and not my next, not number 10, sort of 11 and 12, 13, they're catching. And the fish, like I said, there's just seem to be in one spot at the minute, and I'm just off them. Been told off again. I mean, I don't know if you have a look. That's straight in front of me. Well, I've cast there, and I can't. I've got to cast there. I don't know if you can see, but it's like to my left. So I don't know. It's weird. I think it's because his peg points that way a little bit, so I've had to move left a little bit. I haven't done it on purpose. It's just I can't see where he's casting, and I've just cast straight in front of me, but it was in front of him. Hey ho. So anyway, we've gone out there. I'm on method feeder with a little Ringer's chocolate yellow on. They're catching. The guy opposite me, he's not had one yet, but everybody else is catching. I've not had a bite. The guy next to me's not had a bite. So that's your start. What we're in? Oh, we're 35 minutes in, and he's had at least 3 or 4 fish smack opposite. I've not had a bite. What can you do? So I knew I was just off the fish. Apparently Cleggy had 7 fish here yesterday, I think. So let's just see what happens. You just never know, dear. I mean, I've got end peg. I'm not going to feed any margins down in bay. I'm going to go towards the point, and I've just been finding some 8mm out towards that point. You never know. I've had some fish in margins up there. Hey, got to give it a go, haven't we? Hopefully the original big fish, that's what I'm after. But they're catching the stockies that are in here. So there we go, folks. Be patient. 5 minutes in on this cast, and not a sign. Oh no, we're not 35 minutes. I'm thinking we set off at 10 o'clock. We're 25 minutes in. It's 10:15 we set off. So fish being caught. 1, 2, 3 down from me, and a few more, and the same on the opposite bank. They just seem to be opposite each other in a little ball. That's where the fish are. Right, updates as we go along. Obviously it's spitting a bit. That's why I've got the camera angle where it is, otherwise it's going to be up in brolly. So best I can do, let's hope we get 1 or 2. Damn it. Well folks, I had no liners or nothing. I just thought I'd go on maggot feeders and just have a look a little bit shorter. And 7 minutes in, it's gone round. Lovely bite. I've got the name of the guy to me right. He's had a couple of small ones. And this feels like a little stocky as well. Oh, got to give that another go, haven't I? Yeah. I thought it was going to be one of those days. Let's see if we can get him in. Yeah. So the maggot feeder, come on the maggot feeder. Nice one. Oh, right in corner, can't get my fingers round that one. So there you go, there the stockies. Oh, that's gone through. No, I can't see the hook again now. There we go, got him. Ah, nice one. So, a little small fish. Maybe a pound and a half. Maybe 2. So, maggot feeder, 3 maggots. It's the future. Right, unbelievable. 7 minutes. Nothing on the last cast. And then this was just a lovely steady bite. No, I thought it was a liner at first. It feels like a better fish. Paul Wright's had about 5, and they're catching very well at the side. The guy to my right's had 3. This is my second. He says his biggest is about a pound and a half. This feels like a decent fish. Oh, I hope it is anyway. And if you're wondering what peg numbers they are, it'll be 58, 59, 60, 61 on the other side that's catching. Been catching for weeks now in that same spot, and the same on this side. Battle up. Come on, fishy. Show your face. Oh, they're lively little sods. Very lively indeed. Right folks, just don't think the camera likes the cold. There's plenty of life left in the battery. For some reason it cut off. Sometimes we can have like SIM card errors, so whether it's that I don't know. Been having a few problems of late. Right, so this one's got to be 4, well now 3.5 pound or so not bad at all. Oh, my camera work. There we go. So that's a better fish. We'll take that. Sorry you didn't see me land it, but I can't change batteries while I've got a fish on. Right, let me get back in, see if we can get another one. Right folks, I've only had the 2, which is 2 hourly update. The guy to my right's had 4. And Paul right next to him, he must have had 10 or a dozen, and the ones opposite they're catching as well. So it just feels like I'm just picking up the odd straggler. I've edged further out. I've gone out 3 times a little bit further now. Once it dried up, went a little bit further. I've now gone towards, there's like a rope down the middle now, so people can't cast beyond. I've noticed Paul's catching fairly close to the rope, so I've gone that bit further out now, just to see if there's anything there. I'm not sure if it's a lady, fisherwoman opposite me, or I'm not sure, but they've had maybe 2, maybe 3. So I've just gone that bit further out, see if we can pick a fish or 2 up further out. I'm putting 1 or 2 pellets at about 20 metres, 25 metres. I'll probably try and bomb and corn over that a little bit later on. Fired some pellets onto the corn, over to the corner there for a little bit later on, for last hour, just to see if there's anything there. It's about 5 metres off the bank. That'll be just on a slope. I've not tried the method just lately, but Paul's actually catching on the maggot feeder as well. So he's, I think he's probably winning it by the looks of it. And the other ones opposite, they are getting 1 or 2. Could be fairly close, I'm not 100% sure, because Broll isn't way, so every time I have a quick look I see 1 or 2 of them with a fish on, so I'm miles behind. Again, like I said, I thought I was just off the fish. I could do with quite a few more. Typical. Just off the fish again, Nosh. So that's your 2-hourly update. We need something to really happen now, but it ain't looking good, folks. It ain't looking good. If I have no joy on the maggot feeder here, I'll get the hybrid stroke Duro banjo feeder out and put a wafter on. Chuck that out towards the rope and just see if we can get 1 or 2 on that as well. I've just got to keep trying a few different things, keep searching the peg, and see if we can pick 1 or 2 of those stragglers up, because that's what it feels like today. Just on the edge of the fish, me and this guy to my right. Right, there you go, that's your update. Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more. Well, we're just over 3 1/4 hours in. I've not had a bite. I've tried everywhere, I've worked my way out with maggot feeder, been on the bomb and corn, tried a few different spots, nothing. Just got a soft pellet on now. I've actually chucked it to where to the point of the pegging here. I don't know what pegging number it'll be, about 5 maybe. About 5 metres away, which will be just on that ledge, I would have thought. Just have a quick look there, because there's just nothing in front of me but Paul right down there on that, what would it be, peg 11 I think, something like that. He's still catching, and they're still catching opposite as well. Not as many as Paul though. Maggot feeders certainly work for him. Every time I have a look over my brolly, he's got 1, or he's just put 1 in keep net. He's absolutely smashing it today. I think the guy at the side of me, was at the side of Paul, I think he's had a couple more small ones, but I've just not had an indication. Been out on method towards the rope, not a sign. Just seems to be void of fish. Just no liners, no nothing. You know, they always get liners here, but not a sign anywhere. So what do you do next? Oh gosh. It's just winter fishing. They just seem to be balled up a little bit further down to my right. Nothing I can do about it apart from hope that a few fish turn up. Anyway, that's your update. There's 1 hour and 45 to go. It ain't looking good at all. Look at that. There you go. It's not looking good at all. So, pretty quiet day, to say the least. Right, see if we can get a bite. Right, 45 minutes to go, still not had a bite. I've just been stood up for literally about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and I've just seen 3 fish caught to my right, and I can't get a bite. It's just used maggot feeder all day, as Paul. He's put a little ground bait feeder on with a little wafter, and he's been getting 1 or 2. I think he's got 12 now. I've just got the 2 casting out towards the middle there. That's where I am at the minute. I did have my fish quite a bit shorter, but since I've had nothing out near the middle of the lake, it's just how it is. I just cannot get a bite, so frustrating. You see everybody catching to your right, you just can't get a bite. It's madness. But it's been like this for quite a few weeks now, so I don't think I'm particularly doing it wrong, just not on any fish. So there we go, folks, that's your update. 45 minutes to go. What else can I do? Right then, fishy people, we are all weighed in. That's the end of that. Keep it short and sweet. I just wasn't on the fish. End of. Oh dear. I had my brolly up. Managed to get my brolly just to the side and slightly in front of me, which it all pegged down, so it's kept all the wet off me. Left all my bags and everything in the van, so that were a bonus, I suppose. But I knew from the draw, from previous weeks, I knew I were off the fish. It's been unbelievable this last sort of month or two. 58, 59, 60, 61, and sort of 10 maybe, 11, 12, 13. There's been a few fish down there in the same area, smack opposite the other pegs, and they've just been there. It's a new stocking of fish that he put in a while ago. They're balled up there, and you just can't beat those pegs. There seems to be about 6 pegs that are performing. Having said that, I don't know what peg he was on. There are some fish at the other end on this side, and he's had 57 pounds or 58 pounds just on method all day. So he'll have been probably catching the original fish down there. So don't know your name, well done whoever you are. Paul Wright. I stood up for 3 or 4 minutes, and while I was stood up he had 2 fish on maggot feeder. I've not had a bite for God knows how many hours. The guy next to him, he also, so I saw 3 fish got in about 4 minutes, and I couldn't get a bite for hours. I ended up chucking the bomb out just with some maggots on, because I know there's some maggots down there where I've been putting a maggot feed. I just thought, no feed, chuck the bomb out. Went round lovely, thought, oh, carp, nice one. No, 3 or 4 hours skimmer right at the end, and I chucked it out again, went round again, thought that's got to be a carp. No, a roach. Proper bite, none of this, straight round. It's just unbelievable. I've ended up with about, I had 6 on my clicker, but I was looking at that fish afterwards, I think it were probably about £5. I might have had £7 if I were lucky. I've not bothered weighing in. Paul hasn't qualified yet, Paul Wright. He was hoping, I would have thought £62 this time of year would have qualified you, but the guy opposite in peg 59 has had £67. So unlucky Paul. He fished a good match today, kept it nice and tidy up maggot feeder. It's all he's fished all day. Don't know how many maggots he's put on, I'm assuming 2 or 3. And that's pretty much it. Where I've fed a few pellets, I've had nothing. I had 2 areas where I fed pellets. One where I chuck away a line just in case something turned up to my left. Nothing. I've not had a bite on the method or hybrid feeder. It's been a tough day. Like I said, as soon as I drew it, I just knew I wasn't on the fish. The lads have been wanting to book here, but at the minute there's about 6 pegs you'll catch on, including maybe a couple down there. It's tough going at the minute. This weather, the fish are just all balled up. It's not good weather. It's not great for fishing. If you're not on the fish, you don't catch. So that's that. So I'll try and get here for the next one. Not a lot of footage because there was no action whatsoever. The weather were awful, so I wasn't going to keep putting my camera on just for the sake of it. But I still hope you've enjoyed today's video with the insights from a very tough day at Hayfield Lakes winter fishing. Not a lot I could do about it, unfortunately. I'm with the old boys at Raker Lakes. Never been there before. think we're on the Snake Lake. Snake Lake. Apparently there's quite a few silvers and a few carp, so no idea what to expect there. I'm just going to take maggots, a bit of ground meat, and soft pellets and stuff in the corn, and just see how we get on. You're allowed to use bread, so I might have a bit of popped up bread knocking about. So I look forward to that on Tuesday. So don't forget, folks, it's absolutely free to subscribe. If you click the notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until Tuesday with the old boys, take care, folks, and we'll see you on the bank at Raker Lakes. Over and out.